with a stick on an Octa 3. Elena gets in and just blows him up.
again, everybody, and welcome to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's the Blue Line Family Ice Center here, and it's the Chicago Mission. Gang Green's 19U squad taking on the St. Louis Blues. There's 17 minutes on the clock, and your starting lineup for Coach Aaron's squad: Dory, Walsh, and McSweeney. It's going to be O'Neill and Gorbatenko on the blue line, and Kira Stack is in net. It's Dory here on the near side now, looking to muscle it out towards Mac Walsh, and it's kept in by St. Louis. Dory kicks it up, swatted away by Walsh, picked up by Dory, left side, kind of left side, fires a shot, saved by the goaltender. Rebound looking to get it was Mac Walsh, no go. Out to Gorbatenko, O'Neill fires one, tipped by Mac, up and out of play it goes. And with 16:35 to go here in the period, we get an offensive zone face-off early here in this contest in the offensive zone for the Green Machine. As I try to do some adjusting of my tripod. It's Dory, Mac, and McSweeney up front. Still Gorbatenko and O'Neill. Face-off was in the right wing circle, and here comes St. Louis in front of O'Neill. It's a 2-on-2. Peyton stuffs for the blue line. Coming in is going to be McSweeney. It's McSweeney and Mac Walsh in a 2-on-2 in the back checker. McSweeney goes top of the right circle, comes and fires a shot, save it, go there. Mac Walsh stuffs it in, and it's a Chicago Mission goal! Here it comes. McSweeney fires one, rebound out, trickle and knuckle and in, slammed in by Mac Walsh. And it's 1-0 here, folks, with 6:20 to go. 93 Mac Walsh from number 44 McSweeney. And it's 1-0. Your lineup now: Westlake, Nora Burkhart. It's going to be Dangler on right wing. O'Neill and Gorbatenko still have it on the blue line. Burkhart forcing to throw it away. St. Louis going to send one towards Stack. She makes the stick save and shoves it off in the left wing corner for Rachel. Rachel up off the glass, out towards Zoe. Westlake cross blue line and knocked off the puck by St. Louis. St. Louis along with Westlake trying to get it out there. Zoe was on the forecheck. Good play. Dengler gets back on side. Picked up by Rachel. Rachel left dot, or right dot rather. Knocked off the puck a little bit by St. Louis. Out to the blue line for Dengler. Dengler patiently waits. Sends over to Grotzel. Grotzel high left point. Fires one low. Tipped off of Zeb Westlake in the right wing corner. Pinching in is going to be Dengler. And swings it back around here to the inside. Left wing corner here on the near side. As the Missioner working from right to left on your screen. Out of the zone for Grotzel. Grotzel cuts back to the boards here right in front of the penalty boxes. And St. Louis sends it out. Picked up here by Pogwell. Pogwell goes over to the far side for Camden Davis. Davis makes a move towards center. Gets poke checked by St. Louis. Picked back up by Pogwell. Davis. Davis to Grotzel. Back to Davis. Davis cross now up the ice here on the far side for Gorbatenko. Nicole. Nicole, right circle, sends one forward to Ella Pukala. Back in the hands of Gorbo. Number 79, right wing hash marks. Gorbo makes a move, top of the right circle, fires a shot, saved by the goaltender. No rebound given. It already had a whistle. Pogwell looking for the extra look there, and there was a whistle, so no go on that one. Your lineup now: Gorbatenko in the slot. Your centerman. Can't see who that number is just yet. It's going to be Pogwell. And it's Ella Pukala on right wing. Grotzel and Davis on the blue line. It's Ella Pukala going to work down behind the net. This ice is bigger, folks. This looks like international ice, if I'm right. A little wider. Onside. Pukala stays onside. Davis rips one. Saved by the goaltender. Back into the right wing corner for Pogwell. Pogwell, right hash marks, come around looking to cycle it off. Davis goes down in the right wing corner. Pogwell hangs onto it. Tries to pass to Nicole. And kicked out of the zone by St. Louis. Collected by Grotzel. Grotzel up the ice for Gorbatenko. It's going to be Nicole. High right slot. Sends one forward. Knocked away by St. Louis. Nicole fishes out the loose change. Cycling it down low for Pogwell. Pogwell going to work right wing corner. Trying to shove it out towards the right side. Pukala gets a body on it there. It's 2 versus Ella. Here comes Pogwell to fish it out. Back in the hands of Pukala. Who's still getting work. Worked over is going to be Ella. She goes down and blows the tire. Picked up by Nicole. Nicole going to work underneath the net now. Pogwell cycle off back first. Touch out for Pukala. Fires one over the crossbar. And it's picked up by Nicole. Nicole blows a tire. Pinching in is going to be Pam, but the puck stays loose down behind the goal line. Coming in is going to be Gemma. Knocked up in the air by number 5. Kept in over the hands of Nicole. Gorbo sends one forward. Blocked by St. Louis into the left wing corner. Left hash marks. Pan sends one back into the corner. Intercepted by St. Louis. And they're going to sauce one all the way out. That's going to be an icing if it gets there. Nope. Going to have to be a stick save by Stack. And it picked up by Klein. Klein sends one quick over to McSweeney. McSweeney, top left circle. Cross ice pass for Gordon Iris. Iris with the backhand shot. Saved by the goaltender, St. Louis. On the far side. Pass Klein out of the zone. It goes for Pan. Pan's going to pick it up in front of her own zone. and swings it around behind that stack left to right. She sauces one over to Chang. Chang in the right half wall. Sends one out. Intercepted by St. Louis on the devil's door. Trying to make a move. Saved by Stack. And rings around to the far side by St. Louis in front of the Michigan benches. Knocked down by McSweeney. Picked off by St. Louis, but the loose change collected by Klein, who makes a move around it. Sends it forward towards Mac Walsh. Walsh, cross ice for McSweeney. Top of the right shoulder. Fires a one goal. Pad saved by the goaltender in the left wing corner for Iris. Chang sends one back up in the air. Knocked down by the dasher boards and the referee, as Mac got shoved into the wall and down in the right wing corner. Past McSweeney. Here comes St. Louis out of the zone. And for Peyton O'Neill in between her legs. O'Neill goes D to D to Gorbatenko. Here comes Rachel up the ice for Chang. Chang across center, got Burkhardt on her right. Chang backhands one in the zone, Jalmerson style. And it's going to be Westlake going to work in the left wing corner. Westlake here on the left wing hash bar half wall now. Picked off by St. Louis, sent out of zone past Gorbatenko. Knocked down by O'Neill and pulled inside of her own zone. 12:38 to go here in the period. O'Neill touched one forward to Burkhardt, who sent one back over, tried to get it over to Westlake. No go as St. Louis broke up that play. And out of the zone for O'Neill. Peyton pulling it back, goes all the way across into the hands of Westlake at center ice. She caught it out of midair and collected by Burkhardt. Drops it to O'Neill, goes cross ice for Gorbatenko. Bobs one off for Dory. Dory in front of the Michigan benches, now towards the St. Louis benches. They intercept that one and pull it back the other way. Michigan regrouping. O'Neill with a little bit of move here inside and then goes outside, goes inside. Right in front of the penalty boxes here on the near side, and sauces one high into the air. Gorbatenko flip way for Dory. Dory in the right wing corner, got pulled well in the slot out to Rachel. Rachel to O'Neill, and Michigan are going to have to pull it back and regroup. It's going to be Rachel over to Pukala. Pukala makes a move with the blue line. Here comes in, little puck protection style, hangs on to the left half wall, comes down behind the goal line, and Atella with a little spinorama from her knees, passes over to a little chip pass to Pogwell. Pogwell over to Rachel. Rachel left point, fires one low for Pukala. Pukala with the shot pass, tried a deflection. Knocked away by St. Louis right in front of us. Out of the zone for Rachel. Rachel comes, sends one right back at the ice for Pogwell. Pogwell, poke checked away by St. Louis. Loose change collected by Rachel. And she's going to send one in deep. As it rings around from right to left, it's Pukala going to get there first in the left wing corner. She's got Pogwell here on the near side at the boards. And drops it for Gratzel. Gratzel sends one forward. And she was blocked by Pogwell. And St. Louis out of the zone. Poke checking is Camden Davis. And Camden bodies her up the puck. Loose change collected by Gratzel. Here comes Gratzel at the far side now. Now in front of the loose benches. Top of the right circle, pulls and hangs on to it. Sends one across for Nicole. Picked up by Pukala, who fires one up in the netting. It goes out of play as Ella was on the Devil's door, but couldn't finish. 11:02 to go here in the first period. Shots are 8-3, 9-3 in favor of Gang Green. Your lineup now is going to be Chang along with Walsh and Dangler up front. And it's Gratzel and Davis on the blue line. Here comes Iris trying to fish it out. And she gets the inside position, sends it out to the point for Bella. Bella makes a move, walks it in, top of the circle, fires a shot, blocked by St. Louis. And it's going to be back checking his Gratzel along with Dangler. And Bella gets it, recovers nicely, and chipped up in the air for Dangler. Dangler sauced one over, knocked down by St. Louis in the slot. Loose change collected by Mac Walsh and shoves it back into the hands of Davis, who cycles it off for Gratzel. Gratzel controlling, sends one high over to Mac at the blue line, or at the center ice there. A little too hot to handle off Mac's stick. St. Louis coming the other way. Dangler on a back check. Gratzel covering at the right dot there. Forcing to go underneath. Dangler stays with the play all the way off in the left wing corner. Dangler harassing hard. Puts her into the wall. Puck is loose. Picked up by St. Louis on the half side of the left wing corner. Far side on your TV screen. And it's Iris Chang at the right half wall here on the near side. Loose change collected by Gratzel. Gratzel carrying up the ice in front of the penalty box and sends it forward to Walsh. Walsh left half side and sends it down behind the net. Picked up by St. Louis. The defenseman going left to right past Pukala, kept in by Gorbatenko. St. Louis sends one towards the blue line, knocked down by Klein in front of the St. Louis bench, and it's going to trickle out of the zone for Pogwell. That's going to be offsides, and we're going to get a whistle. Let's see if we can see that one. See who was offside there. Out of the zone it goes. Oh, yeah. That was Klein who was offsides. Your lineup now. Gorbatenko on left wing. Pogwell along with Ella. It's going to be Pan. Pan right hash fires it one over the crossbar in the left wing corner. Picked up by Gorbatenko. Sent one back down low for Ella. Intercepted by St. Louis. Chipped off of the right post. Back in the hands of Pukala. Pukala right hash curling around back in. Goes forward and fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound out front. Knocked away by St. Louis. Nicole looking for that one. And it's Nicole with the loose change now. Nicole down behind that right post. Sends it to Pukala in between her legs. It was poke checked away by St. Louis. Out to the left point for Pan. Pan sends it off the glass. Knocked down by Pogwell's shin guards. Lost off her stick. Coming in is going to be Klein. Klein sends one in deep as Pan gets out of the way, and they switch spots. It's Klein here on left D now. And Pan high right point. Gorbatenko going to work with Pukala in a 2-on-2 50-50 battle. Won by Ella over to Klein. Klein goes cross ice for Pan. Pan, right circle, fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender, no rebound given. With 9:09 to go here in the period. And face off from the offensive zone for the Green Machine. Their lineup now, Chang along with Burkhart and Westlake up front. It's going to be Pan and Klein on the blue line. Face off out for Klein. Rosie over to Pan. Pan fires one. Knocked down by the defenseman and right in the juicy rebound in the slot there. But here comes the Blues. Pushing out of the zone. Knocked away by Pan. Loose change still collected by St. Louis. Burkhart with a nice back check there. St. Louis throws it off here in the right wing corner. Chang gets slammed into the wall. Puck is battling out of 2-on-2 battle along with Pan and Chang. And Burkhart circling like a shark there, looking for that loose chain to fish it out. Now she joins the battle, and Chang backs it out of there. It's picked up by Pan. Pan, number 5, coming up the ice. She's got Westlake in front of her, sends it up off the boards for number 12. And Zoe going to work in left wing corner. We're going to get an icing, though, as that must have just missed Zoe's stick as it was chipped forward. So that's an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 8:34 to go here in the first. As I'm still monkeying with the tripod, trying to get it just so this thing doesn't spin on me. Your lineup now, Dory, Walsh, and McSweeney. It's McSweeney up to Dory. Dory breaking, Walsh on F2, headed towards the net. Here comes Gorbatenko on the rush, joining in, and it's going to be out to O'Neill. High right point, fires one wide left of the post, picked up by McSweeney. McSweeney mohawks around the circle, sends one over to O'Neill. Offer sticking out of the zone it goes. Picked up by Peyton in front of the Blues bench. Sends it up off the boards for Dory. Dory pokes it away by St. Louis. Mac Walsh on a back check takes her down. No call. And it's picked up by Dory. Dory puts a body on it. Loose change for O'Neill. O'Neill makes a move at the blue line and moves it on to the outside in front of the Blues benches. It's Peyton. Sending inside his own puck protection style. Drops it from McSweeney. Dory going into the slot. Gorbatenko high left circle here. Mac Walsh circling like a shark now in the high slot on the right side. Here on the near side, it's going to be Dory. Dory to Rachel. Fires one wide left. And the Blues are going to pick it up with 7:44 to go. And Dory fishes it out. Sends it right into the middle of traffic there. But the Blues break that up and throw it away on the far side. It's going to be O'Neill, collects it. Goes D to Rachel. Gorbatenko here on the near side across her own blue line. Sauces one across for sister Nicole. And Nicole cuts back. Trying to shove it off there. Cut off by 2 Blues players. And Nicole fishing it out there. Sends it back to Grazza. Here comes Bella right up the ice for Pukala. Pukala walks it in blue line. Top of the circle, comes down to the slot. Her high point. Drops it over for Davis. Davis right hash marks to Pukala. Pukala fires one. And no save by the, or no rebound given by the goaltender. And another save for their goalie. Shots are 11-3 now. And there's 7:10 to go here in the first. It's Gorbatenko, Podwell, and Pukala up front. Your blue liners are going to be Davis and Grotzel from right to left. Face off in the right wing circle. Poe will try to shove one forward. And play broken up by St. Louis. Down behind the net. Nicole gets the inside position, takes her down. There's a slash as Nicole went down. That's going to be a mission power play. At 7:01 here in the first. Terrible, I hear a parent from St. Louis saying. Thought that was a pretty obvious slash. At 7:01. And the Mission are headed to the power play. This power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots, the best fresh cut fries this side of the Des Plaines River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Chang, Pukala, and O'Neill up front. It's Grotzel and Gorbatenko, your blue liners. Pukala fires one low pad, saving the juicy right in front of the crease there. Out to the point for Grotzel. Grotzel moving it around, sauces it over to Gorbatenko. Off her stick into the right corner it goes. And this Blues player broke her stick, so she gets off the ice. And it's Grotzel, high point, fires one across, tipped by Peyton O'Neill, who's in front of the net. And the goaltender is going to snatch it out of midair. And we're going to get a whistle with 6:35 to go here in the period. There's a $1.34 on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Face off once again to the left wing circle. Chang along the hash marks here on the boards. O'Neill in the slot, Pukala at center. It's Grotzel and Gorbatenko from left to right. Now, Gorbatenko is Nicole. It's number 75, 79, not 73, Rachel. Chang sends it over to Nicole. Nicole, high right point. Plays a little catch with Grotzel. Grotzel walks it in, back to Gorbatenko. Fires the one-timer! Ripped it, looking for the back shot for Chang to tip him. And it's Grotzel walks the line, sends him back in the camera. Chang to Pukala, left dot. Curls back around. She didn't like it. Now makes a move top of the left circle. Coming across, sends one over high into the glass down behind the goal line. And it's St. Louis going to sauce one high in the air all the way down on the right wing corner. That's nicing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for Gang Green. Coach Aaron goes for the line change. Your lineup now, it looks like it's going to be Dory along with Walsh and McSweeney. Blue liners are Klein and Gorbatenko. That's Rachel out there now. So it's Gorbo over to Klein. Klein over to McSweeney. McSweeney fires one, blocked by the defenseman into the left wing corner. Defenseman trying to sauce one out, not kept in by Klein. Klein back in the hands of McSweeney. McSweeney dumped off the puck for Gorbo. Gorbo high right side across to McSweeney. McSweeney pulls and fires. Rebound out front. Intercepted by, or punched out of the zone by St. Louis, and Michigan have to regroup. Rachel gets pinned in by one. She hangs onto it, though. It's Rachel versus two. Here comes Mac Walsh on the defensive side of it, along with Dory. Dory over McSweeney. Sends the pass across the blue line inside the zone. St. Louis going to try to fire one out off of McSweeney's skate, picked up by Klein. Klein pulling it across, gives it back to McSweeney. McSweeney at center, makes a move towards the middle now. She's got Mac Walsh down in the right wing corner. Dory in the slot. Sending pass off from Mac to Dory. And play broken up by St. Louis. 17 seconds to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hot's power play. McSweeney over to Gorbatenko on the far side. And Rachel walks it in. Sends one in for McSweeney. McSweeney out to Klein. Klein, high point. Back to Gorbatenko. 5 seconds. Firing a shot tipped by Dory was Gorbatenko. And it's out to the left side here for Klein. That power play's over. We're back to even strength. Down low is Mac. Mac to McSweeney rather. Mac fired a shot off the rebound. McSweeney fires another one. Puck is loose. It's going to be covered up here by the goaltender. With 4:51 to go. Shots are 14-3 here in favor of Gang Green. Your lineup now is going to be Dangler along with Burkhart and Westlake up front. Blue liner is going to be Grotzel and Davis from left to right. Burkhart at center. Sends it into the left wing corner. Picked up by the Blues. Here they're coming on the far side, left to right. Out of the zone, right wing corner. Breakout forward. Up off the glass, out of the zone. Collected by Camden Davis at neutral ice. She pulls it back, goes D-to-D for Grotzel, looking for the one-touch pass, and Bella's going to have to regroup. Bella cuts back to the middle here. Hangs on to it, battling it off with one. Sends the pass out to Burkhart. Off her stick in neutral, collected by St. Louis. Throws it away. That should be an icing. Nope. No icing. And it's going to be Grotzel going to work here on the near side by the Zamdors. Sends one high on the glass for Westlake. That's not Zamdors, folks. I got this killer or something down there. Zamdors are here on the left of your screen. High up in the glass. Bouncing puck is loose, and St. Louis swings it back behind their own net, right to left, here on the near side. Right up the boards, coming across, coming on the forecheck. It's going to be Zoe Westlake. Put a stick on it as St. Louis tried the middle of the ice pass. That was blocked, and St. Louis gets the loose change and sends it in deep with 3:55 to go. It's Grotzel hustling down here to the near side. Here comes Bella right down on the near side, out of her own zone, up the ice for Gorbatenko. Gorbatenko's got Polwell in the slot, along with Pukala. Howell to Pukala. Pukala fires and tries to go short side. Blocker saved by the goaltender. Back in the hands of Nicole. Nicole over to Pan. And Pan just bounces off her stick out of the zone. And Michigan are going to have to regroup. Pan goes to Grotzel, back to Pan, and interrupted there by St. Louis. Polwell put a stick on it. Inside the zone as St. Louis dumps it in behind the net of Stack. Pan going to work. Passes to the outside for Grotzel, who sends it up off the glass for Polwell. Bouncing puck loose is picked up by Nicole. Nicole one hand shoves one forward to Pukala. Pukala unabated left hash marks, tries to fire a shot. And a good stick by the defenseman comes streaking in there hard at the end of that play. And it's going to be Nicole. Forcing to throw it out to the point. Kept in by Pan. Back in the hands of Gorbatenko. Backhanded towards the slot. Knocked away by St. Louis. They throw it up in the air. Gorbatenko flip style. All the way down to the right wing corner. That's an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 3:01 to go here in the first. Faceoff makes its way back to the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Green Machine. Your lineup now. McSweeney. Walsh. Dory in the slot. It's going to be Pan and Klein on the blue line. McSweeney creeping in a little bit higher than the hash marks right now. Mack looking to fix that back, and faceoff won by St. Louis. Cut off by Walsh and Dory. Loose change picked up by Mack. Mack sends one out to the point for Klein. Klein sends it back over here to Pan. Pan into the corner for Mack. Walsh one times it out to Dory for the one-timer. Good read by St. Louis. And McSweeney sends it back behind the net for Mack. Mack bodied off the puck here. Pitching in is going to be McSweeney. She gets a body on it, knocks it free for Klein. Klein makes a move around right corner, sends it over to Walsh. Walsh, bob pass over to McSweeney. McSweeney fires one low, and a shot blocked by the centerman of St. Louis. Dory going to work now as it's sent off here left to right. And it's Mac Walsh on the back check, pinching in his Klein. That puck was thrown away by St. Louis and sent behind the net all the way down. That's going to be an icing. And Mac Walsh is going to the box. I didn't see it. It was behind the play, folks. What should have been an icing is now going to be Mac Walsh going to the box for body checking. At 2:21 here in the first. Mission are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Dory along with Chang. Your blue liners are going to be Klein and Pan. 2:21 to go here in the period. Chang wins the faceoff and chips it in down behind the goal line. St. Louis going to work. Chang forced her to go on the outside now. Here they come. Chang back checking. Sauce across, intercepted by Pang. And that puck went off the St. Louis Blues stick all the way out of play. As that girl heard the footsteps, she put a stick on it because Pan come hard like a freight train. This was boys hockey. That girl was probably dead where she stood. As it stands, it's not, and body checking is illegal, and that's why Mac Walsh is in the box. And we're going to get a penalty or get a face-off just outside the zone right in front of us. Your blue liner, you're up front now is going to be Chang, and it looks like Dory. Your blue liners are going to be Gorbatenko and Peyton O'Neill. And the Blues go D-to-D, and it's Chang on the forecheck. Dory on the forecheck. Knocked away by Dory. St. Louis looking to regroup now inside their own zone with just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Chang waits, curls back around, forces her to come right in front of us, left wing side on the near side. And they go cross ice in front of the penalty boxes off their stick, picked up by Rachel, who's going to fire one back down. It's Chang with a foot race, trying to get to that corner. No icing, it gets waved off as Chang makes the play on it. And St. Louis looking to fish it out of the right wing corner. Chang still working on the forecheck there. Out to the near side, in between the legs of Dory. Out of the zone right in front of O'Neill. Off of Peyton's skates into the hands of Rachel, who does the Gorbatenko flip high in the air, almost hit the rafters. And it's picked up by St. Louis in front of their own slot. Cross ice pass intercepted by Rachel, who bobs one towards Pukala. Pukala with the inside position now. Left side, hash marks. Comes down to the bottom left circle. 54 seconds to go on Mac Walsh's Classic Packaging PK. Left dot. Ella trying to fire a shot off. There was a $1.11 remaining here in the period. St. Louis sends one all the way down in front of Stack. Stack gets it, sends it out past O'Neill towards the Mission benches. And out of the zone it goes. St. Louis looking to regroup. Gorbatenko did the flyby there. And St. Louis maintaining control. Nicole gets back in position. Pukala is the right side of that PK on the far side. O'Neill and Rachel in the slot there along with Nicole. Half the lineup is Gorbatenko's. Pukala fires one up in the air right in front of us. And there's 21 seconds to go on that Mission PK. Classic Packaging right in front of us. Peyton O'Neill looking to block that shot. Pad saved by Stack. Thrown out of the zone by Nicole. Pukala on the forecheck in the neutral zone. 30 seconds remaining here in the period. 8 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. St. Louis walking it in. Blocked by Camden Davis. Knocked off by Grotzel. Poke check by Davis once again. And that PK is over. Mac Walsh making a beeline for the bench. And fast broken out of the zone for Gorbo. Nicole fires one wide right of the post. 13 seconds remaining here. St. Louis sends one past Pukala. Picked up by Camden Davis, who sends it over here to Grotzel. That's 6 seconds. Bella walks it in left side. Comes towards the hash marks now. Trying to centering pass towards Burkhart. Broken up by St. Louis in the left-hand corner. And that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it's the Chicago Mission 1 and the St. Louis Blues 0 as we head to the first intermission, which looks like it's going to be an ice cut. I didn't realize there was an ice cut for both periods of the 19U contest. But, folks, anyway, this first intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensenville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensenville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, to the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the second period for Coach Aaron's squad. Gorbatenko, Holdwell and Pukala, Klein and Pan on the blue line. Stack still has the net, and there's 17 minutes on the clock. Nicole fires one wide right in front of the crease. All the way out here to the near side for Klein. Klein over to Podwell, looking for the one-timer, fanning on it in the left wing corner for Gorba. Nicole coming around left wing hash marks out to the top of the left circle now. Makes a move around, sauce across for Klein. Klein hits the brakes and fires one. Blocker saved by the goaltender in the left wing corner. Out to the hash marks, picked up by Podwell. Podwell sends it across for Rosie. Off of Rosie, stick in front of the boards. Rosie going to send one back in deep, right to left. Here comes the puck down low. Pukala on the forecheck. Pukala blows a tire, grabs a hold of the girl's stick from St. Louis underneath her arm. He couldn't play the puck. Nicole couldn't fish it out. It's knocked off by St. Louis, and they're going off right to left. Cut off by Podwell. Podwell looking to cycle it down low. She met by two Blues players who brings it off here to the near side. And pinching in is going to be Klein. Klein, number 9 at the blue line, sends one towards Gorbatenko, down behind the net for Pukala. Pukala up to Podwell, knocked off the puck for St. Louis. St. Louis tried to sauce one high into the air past Gorbatenko, picked up by Klein. Klein makes a move around. Mohawks underneath, hangs onto it. Klein sends one forward, Nicole. Offsides is going to be the call. And we'll get a whistle.
Here we go, Mission!
Joining us in the broadcast booth is going to be some of our favorite 14U players. Claire Talberg, Abby Pazin, the Monaco sisters. Trying to take over for the hockey genius Rocky Monaco, who's back home, unable to join us for color commentary this weekend. He's got some skating of his own to do as he tries to make himself a better hockey player. Your lineup now for Coach Aaron's squad is going to be McSweeney along with Walsh and Chang. Blue liners are going to be Davis and Grotzel. It's Davis down the left wing corner, met by one of the Blues players. Bella picked up the loose change, and she joins the battle now in a one-on-one. Down on the right wing corner, St. Louis sends it out to the point. Captain looking to fire one. Nope, pulls it back, hangs onto it, and thrown back to the right side. Bella comes in, puts a body on it, knocked it free. Mac Walsh harassing now. Puts her in the wall. Loose change collected by Iris and popped up in the air as St. Louis runs into each other. Two girls, 3 green jerseys on that strong side. Iris hangs on to it, sends a bob pass up for McSweeney. Behind the back of McSweeney, here to the inside of the slot for St. Louis. They curl back around to the far side. And Chang giving chase along with Burkhart. Up in front of the St. Louis benches, shove one forward. It's going to be Grotzel in the inside position in the right wing corner. 14:47 to go here in the second. Knocked off the puck, and St. Louis didn't see it. Picked up by Burkhart. Burkhart over to Westlake. Westlake's got McSweeney break up the ice. Westlake lost off her stick and gets control. That's offside as McSweeney went for the line change. And we're going to get a whistle.
Here we go, Mission!
Face off just outside the zone now, right in front of the Mission benches. It's going to be Dangler along with Burkhart and Westlake up front. Your blue liners are going to be Gorbatenko and O'Neill. Burkhart looking to fish it back towards Westlake, it looks like. Burkhart, puck calls off her stick over to Dangler. Dangler to Gorbatenko, who fires one in off the Blues defenseman. Into the right wing corner. It's Dangler on the forecheck, trapping on the far side was Westlake. Sent out here to the near side. It's Burkhart. Looking at the back check, thrown past O'Neill. No icing as it gets waved off. It's Peyton in a foot race in the left wing corner. She gets bodied off the puck, and it's called competitive contact. No call on the body check. It's going to be Gorbatenko in the right wing corner, curling back around underneath this net of Stack. And Rachel's got 2 on her. Shoves it off to Burkhart. Burkhart chipped it up in the air, bottom of the left circle here on the near side. Gorbo to Dangler. Dangler sauces one out to Westlake. Cut off by St. Louis. Puck is loose and neutralized. And St. Louis backhands inside their own zone. Picked up by no offsides as the puck danced across the blue line. The referee blew the whistle and then put his hands up like, I'm sorry. And it looks like he got an earful from the Mission bench. He had a little smile on his face. Helen Lane joining us in the broadcast booth as well.
Let's go, Mission!
It's a 14U party here in the broadcast booth at Fond du Lac.
It's always a 14U party.
It's Rosie Klein with the puck. Rosie sends one forward towards Dory, swatted back by St. Louis, and that's going to be offsides, and we're going to get a whistle.
Let's go, Mission! It's her day tomorrow. She's Ginger.
Ginger, what is it? Is it Redhead Day tomorrow? Tomorrow's National. Oh, well, I'll have to mention that tomorrow. If tomorrow's a National Redhead Day.
Very nice.
There's Klein, right hash marks now, coming back in, hit the brakes and escapes to the outside. Firing a shot is going to be Dory from high right circle. St. Patrick was Italian, in case you guys didn't know it. Michigan goes for the line change. Your lineup now, Chang, Walsh, Pukala. Blue Liners are going to be Pan and Klein. Face off one cleanly back for Klein. Klein goes over to Pan, D to D, left point. Pan fires one low. Blocked by St. Louis. Here they're coming, pushing up the edge of the way. Mac Walsh in the back check now. Cut off by Klein. Off her skates it goes, and Klein hits the brakes and pushes it the other way. She gets put in the wall. She didn't like it. She gave the girl a little grill music there. Pan sends one in, but Ella was offside. We're going to get a whistle. Face off just outside the zone. We do get a shout out here for the Columbian Club of Chicago. My buddies back home, hope they're watching. Jack, Joe, John, Gerard, Vic. I feel like I'm missing somebody there. Oh yeah, Bob, don't forget Bob Trocchio. So Klein sends one here to the inside for Pukala. Pukala slams the girl from St. Louis into the boards, and puck is bouncing right near on Fafwell. Klein doesn't see it. Soon St. Louis sends it down low for Mac Walsh, and Mac swings it up the far side for Chang. Chang hits the numbers there. Blown up off the puck. You're out of the zone. It's going to go. St. Louis girl blows a tire, diving for it. And back in the hands of St. Louis coming the other way. Cut off by Klein. Klein with a little puck protection sends it forward to Pukala. Pukala across the blue line, drops it for Chang. Chang right side, fires a clapper tip by St. Louis. Puck is loose in hand for Klein, who slammed at it, but saved by the goaltender. Out to the point for Pan. Pan goes over to Chang. Chang right point. Hawking it down, right hash marks now. Underneath Chang for Pukala for the one-timer. Tied up by St. Louis, coming in as Walsh. Walsh gets the inside position, and it's Chang picks up the loose change. Chang walks the blue line, sends it into the right wing corner. Pukala going to work. They get tangled up, and the girl from St. Louis, this is out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Grotzel going to pick it up, but the whistle's blown. That's an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:09 to go here in the second. Face off to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for Gang Green. It's Dory, Puldwell, and McSweeney up front. It's Grotzel and Davis on the blue line from left to right. Grotzel's creeping back out of that play along with Davis. Higher towards the blue line. Puldwell sends it forward, fires one across the slot. Nobody home from Gang Green. Grotzel pinching in, looking to take away that cross-ice pass. Davis and McSweeney break that one up. Here comes St. Louis across. That's going to be offsides, as the Mullen from St. Louis was across the blue line apparently. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone right in front of us. Your lineup now, Dory, Puldwell, and McSweeney up front. Grotzel and Davis on the blue line. St. Louis wins the faceoff, sends it in. And Davis going to work in the left wing corner. Sends one across for Grotzel. Grotzel, far side. Up the ice, breaking out for Dory. Dory to McSweeney. McSweeney across the blue line. Makes a move to the left dot. Comes in, fires a shot from the high slot. Blocked by the defenseman. Picked back up by Dory. Dory chips one over to McSweeney. Gets her stick lifted by St. Louis, but it's shoved off in the right wing corner for Puldwell. Puldwell going to work now. Puldwell sends it over to McSweeney, right dot. McSweeney makes a move, trying to sauce one across the Dory. Play broken up by St. Louis, back in the hands of Grotzel. Grotzel makes a move to the hash marks now, cycles it off for McSweeney, and play intercepted by St. Louis. Cross ice in front of their own net. Cut off by Davis. She stood up. Camden breaks up the play, gets over to Westlake. Westlake chips it down low for Puldwell. Puldwell trucking across all the way in the left wing corner now. Pinching in is McSweeney. McSweeney tried to shove one forward. Knocked down by St. Louis, picked up by Grotzel, walks in, left up, fires a shot, blocker save. Picked up by St. Louis, coming around left to right here on their side. Sauce across here, in the right near the boards, and kicked out of the zone by St. Louis. That puck is saucing all the way down. That's going to be an icing. We're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:59 to go here in the second. Shots are 19-5 in favor of Gang Green.
Here we go, Mission!
As Mission completes the line change. It's Westlake, Burkhart, and Dangler up front. Your blue liners are going to be Gorbatenko and O'Neill. Burkhart on the faceoff, shoves one down low, picked up by St. Louis D, trapping his Dangler and Westlake, trying to one touch out of the zone, picked up by Gorbo. Fires one low, pad saved by the goaltender into the left wing corner for Westlake. Westlake going away down by the goal line. Knocked up in the air by St. Louis, trying to break it out past Gorbo, past her skates and glove, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. O'Neill left, right dot, firing a shot, blocker saved by Stack there. O'Neill was looking to break that pass up, gave away the shot there. Stack with the nice save. It's a 2-on-2, 50-50 battle down behind the goal line there. Burkhart and Gorbatenko. Gorbatenko trying to fish it out there. She's pulling hard on it. And knocked off the puck. Is picked up by Rachel. She muscles it forward. Sends it out towards Dingler. Kicked out of the zone by number 84. And she's in a foot race. Trapping along the boards is Westlake, who went for the line change now. Dingler is still harassing her as they curl around right in front of us. Coming up the ice on the near side, past the penalty boxes is going to be St. Louis. Rubbed off the puck by Nicole. Down behind the goal line, cut off by Rachel. Rachel gets a cross check in the back of the head there. I don't think she liked that too much. O'Neal slams it off the glass. Tipped by Dingler. Icing is going to be the call if it gets there. Waved off as Nicole was putting pressure on St. Louis. They push it right up the ice here on the near side. Past the penalty boxes, shoved off foot, cut off by O'Neal. Chipped into the left wing corner, picked up by Gorbatenko. Rachel, number 73, high off the glass, bouncing puck for Chang. Chang crossed the blue line, sends it forward to Pukala. And looking to go off of Pukala, get it to Nicole, but no go. It's picked up by O'Neal. O'Neal makes a move with the blue line, a little hook there, no call. Picked up by St. Louis. Here comes Klein, coming in, streaking in hard. Play busted up by O'Neal at center neutral ice. Klein's going to come trucking across right dot, leaving St. Louis let go all by her lonesome. And picked up by Peyton, who slams one off the glass, knocked down by the referee. Get out of the way, Stripes. It would have been an icing. Fortunate for Gang Green. It's picked up by Chang as it was slowed down by the Stripes. Over for Pukala, right dot. Pukala fires one low, looking for the 5-hole. She had nowhere to go but low. The goalie was sealed up the post there. Nice save by the goaltender. She showed 5-hole and was able to smother it for St. Louis. 9:09 to go here in the second.
Black on black.
It's Dory Walsh and McSweeney up front. It's Klein and Pan on the blue line. Dory gave chase on the forecheck. Out towards Pan. Chipped out of the zone by St. Louis. McSweeney in a foot race with Klein as her partner now. And she sends it across to Rosie. Rosie up off of Bob, out of the zone for Mac Walsh. Mac across blue line, right side, comes in, toe drag, sauce across to McSweeney. Back to Walsh. Walsh fires one in. Mac in the devil's door. She shoves it in. No goal! No goal! They're calling a no goal! We got to see what the call is, why it was no goal. Let's see what the play is.
It's in! It's in!
No. I'm wondering why. We couldn't see it, folks. Not sure why it didn't. I don't know if it got kicked in, if the net was off. Your lineup now is going to be Dory Walsh and McSweeney. It's Pan and Klein. 14U girls swear it was in. Not sure how they could see it from here. It's Mac Walsh, sends one forward, blocked by 4 blue jerseys. They were all in like a single file line. They're leaving the points wide open right now. Mac tried to reverse on the devil's door. She gets crushed in the back, taken down right in the crease. 8:35 to go here in the period. Shots are 23-6 in favor of the Green Machine. And we're going to get a face-off in the offensive zone once again for the Green Machine. Coach Aaron goes for the line change. It's Gorbatenko, Podwell, and Chang up front. Blue liners are going to be Pan and Klein. Gorbatenko on the outside, Chang in the slot. Podwell at center, chipping it out towards Jenna. Pan over to Podwell. Podwell, we're going to get it back over to Pan. Pan walks the line, high in the air for Klein. Klein sends one in the right corner, intercepted by St. Louis. As that puck was on edge and didn't give a lot of time for Rosie to play. They're pulling it back inside their own zone of St. Louis, thrown past Podwell, cut off by Gorbatenko and shoved right back inside the zone. And St. Louis goes D to D. Chang giving chase on the forecheck, bringing around here to the near side is going to be St. Louis, cut off by Nicole and trying to get fished out by Podwell on the offensive side of it. Back in the hands of Nicole, sends over to Klein. Rosie, top of the right circle, fires one low. Pad saved by the goaltender. Off to the right wing corner, back in the hands of Nicole. Nicole going to cycle it down low for Podwell. Podwell centering pass for Chang, blocked. And back in the hands of Podwell. Sends it off of Bob out to Klein. Klein fans on the D-to-D pass, but nice recovery. She poke checks it, picked up by Nicole. Nicole sends one forward, looking to get it over to Chang. And a play busted up by St. Louis. On edge of the neutral zone. Swatted up in the air. Klein gets put into the wall. Coming in is Chang trying to fish it out. Puck squirts the other way. And it's picked up by Pan. Pan in front of her own blue line. Makes a move to the outside. Bodied off the puck a little bit. Little body contact there. And St. Louis collects the loose change. Up the ice. Here comes St. Louis. Fires a clapper. Blocked by Klein. Klein tried to make that move around Dory. Fished out by Walsh. Mac lost it off her stick. Thrown back the other way. That's offsides. Is number 29. I believe that's Mullen of St. Louis. Was behind the play. She tried trucking to get onside, but no go. 7:14 to go here in the period. Face-off goes back out to center ice. Lineup is Dory, Walsh, and McSweeney. It's going to be Camden Davis and Bella Grotzel on the blue line. From right to left. Walsh wins the faceoff, collects the loose change, and coming across, it's Mac Walsh. Top of the right dot, toe drag, pulls across to the backhand, and a good stick by the defenseman, number 26 of St. Louis. And then bring it off to the far side. McSweeney trying to corral it, kicks it over to Dory out of the zone for Mac, who's going to regroup it. And Walsh sends it over to Camden Davis. Davis hits the brakes and cuts back to the outside, sends it back to Grotzel. Grotzel up the ice for McSweeney. McSweeney across blue line, high slap, pulls and fires a shot. That's a corner, McSweeney! Chicago missing goal! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. From Grotzel to McSweeney, who walks it in at the tops of the circles. And McSweeney buries it. 6:47 here in the second. So that goes from Bella Grotzel to McSweeney. And just like that, it's 2-0, folks. And you could feel like something was coming. Shots are 27-6 in favor of Gang Green. They're putting quite a bit of pressure on here in the last few minutes. Ice was definitely tilted in Green's favor. Your lineup now is going to be Dengler along with Burkhart and Westlake. Blue liners are still Grotzel and Davis. St. Louis throws it in deep. Down behind the net of Stack, here comes Davis right to left on the near side. Makes a move left dot, sends it forward to Dengler. Dengler trying to touch one back across for Bella Grotzel. Grotzel sends one out towards Burkhart. Off her stick, picked up by St. Louis. Burkhart, then Dengler on the back check. And Burkhart kicks it back towards Grotzel. Grotzel's going to fish it out along the boards and back into the right wing corner. Grotzel up off the glass, high, bouncy puck on the blue line. Kicked in by St. Louis, picked up by Burkhart. It's Burkhart, Dengler, and Westler going to 3-on-2. Over to Dengler. Dengler, right side, right at that dot, comes in, ball hawks around the left slot. Makes a move bottom left circle, sends it over to Gorbatenko. Rachel, cross ice for Davis. Davis high in the point. Makes a move now, had to make sure we're over to the left side of the ice in front of the mission bench. He sends it down low for Dengler. Got Rachel open high point. The defenseman, or winger there, makes a nice play to take away the passing lane out towards Rachel in the high slot, or high point. And St. Louis sends one out past the linesman. That puck's going to go down on the right hash marks and be picked up by Rachel. Rachel quarterback and O'Neill here on the near side. Rachel up off the boards, trying to get over to McSweeney. She does. McSweeney right side, centering pass towards Walsh out to Dory. Dory left dot, drops it for Rachel. Rachel sends one in for McSweeney to stop. McSweeney left hand, first shot, bouncing puck, blocked by the goaltender, saved by the goalie once again. Mac Walsh, puck is loose, finally covered up by the goalie. And we'll get a whistle as Dory and Mac Walsh right on the Devil's door there, looking to stuff one in at 5:27 remaining here in the second. Shots are 29-6 in favor of the Green Machine. Lineup stays the same. McSweeney, Walsh, and Dory in the slot. Gorbatenko and O'Neill left to right, and St. Louis wins the draw. St. Louis chip one forward, cut off by McSweeney. Good stick by number 44. O'Neill comes pinching in. Walsh on the defensive side of it. She gets shoved off it, and St. Louis sends her back out towards O'Neill. O'Neill pinned in, fished out by Walsh. Walsh, top left circle, sends over to Gorbo. Gorbo, left circle, hash mark, pulling it back out towards blue line. Now sauces one towards the back of the net, and it's Walsh going to work. Walsh looking to put a body on it, couldn't get to it in time. Loose change collected by Dory. Dory at the blue line, walks it across. Poke check by St. Louis. It's St. Louis number 22 in break. High slot in front of Stack, makes a move to the forehand, backhand, fires one wide left to the post. Picked up by Dory. And Dory's going to sauce one out right into the hands of Mac Walsh. Walsh at center ice. She's got McSweeney in front of her. Walsh hangs onto the puck. High slot right, Haskins fires one. Nice tie up by the defenseman. Walsh chips one back over to, that's going to be O'Neill. O'Neill back over to Mac. Walsh, right corner. Got Klein at the point. Sends one out to Puckala. It's going to be Puckala, top where it's going. Fires a shot. That's an Ella Puckala. Chicago missing goal. Puckala fires one. At 4:30 to go here in the second period.
Oh yeah!
I believe I told this story once during the state tournament, during last year's state finals, the high school championships actually, where Ella Puckala plays for the Barrington Phillies. Gene Honda from the Chicago Blackhawks, that game was at the United Center. Gene Honda, as Ella scored a couple of goals, was calling her Ella Puckala. So as a joke, I will say it every once in a while. I do know her name is Puckala. That's going to be Ella. Looks to fire another one down behind Pogwell on the left wing corner for Gorbatenko. Nicole on the half wall there on the left side in front of the mission benches. Sends one back down towards Pogwell, intercepted by St. Louis. Looking to break up the ice. Klein covering D. The St. Louis girl couldn't get a handle on the puck as it was at her feet. Kind of Pan picks it up. And firing is going to be firing with St. Louis, trying to kick it out of zone. Collected by Pan. Pan in front of the mission benches, looking to pull it back. Patiently waiting. Nice Patience there by number 5. Sent it in deep. St. Louis picks it up down behind the goal line, left post on the far side. Sent out to the blue line for Pan. Pan cuts inside, goes outside, back in the hands of Gorbatenko. Sends it down low for Caldwell, looking to set up shot. In bottom left circle, it's going to be Gorbatenko coming inside with 3:33 left here in the second period. Knocked down by Pan in front of the Mission benches, but it's trickling out of the zone. St. Louis and Caldwell get tied up there. Pan on the defensive side of it. It's Westlake here on the right. It's 3 green jerseys along with 2 St. Louis girls. Westlake fishing hard here, trying to push it forward. She knocked it free. Westlake jamming at it, no go. Thrown away by St. Louis into the hands of Klein. Klein mohawking around here in front. Curls back to the outside. And Rosie hangs on to it. Cuts back in front of the St. Louis bench. Going to drop it over to Pan with 3 minutes to go here in the period. Pan sends one up the ice for Pukala. Intercepted by St. Louis. The Blues going to work in the corner. Zoe Wesley with a nice body position there. She gets bumped off the puck. Burkhart coming in hard there. And St. Louis breaks it out of his own pass. Davis picked up by Grotzel. Grotzel's got Dangler on her left. Grotzel sends one up the ice for Westlake though in front of the Mission benches. Here comes Westlake. Mohawks around escape style. Loose change for Dangler. Popped up the near by St. Louis. Poke check by Grotzel. Nice keep by Bella. Bella makes a move top left circle. She's got Davis on her right. Bella fires a shot. Blocker saved. Bella looked to go upper left-hand corner there. Knocked away by St. Louis goaltender. Nice save by the goaltender of St. Louis. She's earning her paycheck when shots are 30-7. Burkhart tried to shove one into Dangler's hands for a good look there. That would have been a one-on-one just off of Dangler's stick. Burkhart sends the pass out here to the inside. Intercepted by St. Louis. Here comes the Blues in front of Davis. Sends one up off the glass in the left wing corner. Is going to be stopped by Stack down behind the net. Picked up by Grotzel. Grotzel sends one up to Dangler. Dangler off her stick. Bouncy puck kicked away by St. Louis. Dangler took it, go back into it. And St. Louis comes across. Going to be going one-on-one versus Grotzel. Firing a shot is going to be St. Louis. Right into the chest of Kira Stack. We're going to get a whistle. And with 2:01 remaining here in the second period, get a face-off in the offensive zone for St. Louis to the right of Kira Stack. In the left wing circle, your centerman's going to be Mac Walsh. In the slot's going to go McSweeney, then Grotzel and Chang. In the left wing corner is Camden Davis, who backhands it across over to Grotzel. Grotzel on the right wing corner, far side, sends one up the ice, looking for the home run pass from McSweeney. Play broken up by St. Louis, who sent one back the other way. Grotzel looking to recover, chips it over to Davis here on the left wing side. She sends it back over to Bella. Grotzel, bottom of the right circle, sauces one out towards McSweeney, looking for the up ice pass, and here it is. It's McSweeney, right dot. Holds on to it, sends one across, looking for Chang on the back door. Off her stick into the hands of Mac Walsh. Walsh, nice pass over to Davis. Top of the right circle, walks in right there. Fires one across for the shot pass for Chang. And play broken up by St. Louis. Sticked off, and Mac was taken down, no call. Loose change collected by McSweeney. McSweeney to Walsh. Walsh looking for the give and go from McSweeney. 5 girls collapsing on the slot from St. Louis with $1:18 to go. Chang pulling it back, Mission regrouping. Giving Chang plenty of time and space. Sends one in towards Podwell. Podwell's got McSweeney making her way to the high F2. Out to the point. Firing a shot is going to be Rachel. Wide left of the goal line. Down and behind the goal line. Picked up by Sister Gorbo. Nicole over to Peyton. Peyton, right hash marks, fires a shot. Blocked by St. Louis. Once again, 5 girls dropping down into that house there. St. Louis protecting well. That puck is on edge, sliding all the way down behind Stack. That's going to be an icing with 49.2 seconds to go here. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off in the offensive zone for Gang Green. Mission completes the line change. It's Gorbatenko, Podwell, and Pukala up front. It's going to be Gorbatenko and O'Neill on the blue line. The Gorbatenko sisters making up 40% of the lineup. Here comes Rachel curling back around towards the Mission benches on her forehand. Chips one over to Nicole. Nicole left dot, comes across slot, backhand, fires a shot. Blocked by Pukala on the defenseman. And St. Louis throws it out past Rachel. No icing, said it was tipped. Kira sends it over to O'Neill. O'Neill harassed by one, goes inside, goes outside, goes back inside and throws it down the corner for Nicole. Nicole, right side, slams one out of the zone, intercepted by St. Louis, cut off by Pukala, picked up by Podwell. Podwell, left hash marks, across for Pukala, and St. Louis breaks up that one. Down in the corner, Pukala giving chase, tied up with the girl from the Blues. O'Neill pinches in hard there along the boards, and a loose change collected by Nicole. Nicole give and go to Peyton. O'Neill couldn't get a handle on it, back in the hands of Podwell. Podwell looking to center it across, lap the top of the circle into the high slot. Puck trickles on edge and picked up by Nicole. Nicole sends one back towards the net with 1 second to go. Firing on it is going to be Podwell. And that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's 3-0 here in Fond du Lac as we head to the second intermission. And that is going to be another ice cut intermission, folks. Shots are 31-8 in favor of Gang Green as we head to the second ice cut intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Go get some popcorn or something. Then another ice cut. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here in Fond du Lac for game one for Gang Green of the district championships here in Wisconsin. You're starting to line up for the third period for Coach Aaron's squad. Dory, Walsh, and McSweeney up front. It's Grotzel and Davis on the blue line from left to right. Stack has it at 17 minutes on the clock. Face off won by Mission. And it's going to be Walsh sends it forward for McSweeney. McSweeney across blue line, left side, comes out and shows sauce across for Walsh. Walsh looking to slam one home. Tied up by the goaltender there. Dory gets her pocket picked, but it gets in the hands of Davis. Davis tried to fire one across for Grotzel. Picked off by St. Louis Blues and sent behind the net for Bella. Grotzel hits the brakes and sauces one here in the corner right in front of us for Dory. Dory sends one forward to McSweeney. McSweeney going in hard. Walsh headed towards the net. McSweeney sends it across for Mack, who just misses on the one-timer. Swatted out of the zone by St. Louis. McSweeney on the back check there. Nice pickpocket there. And McSweeney curling around a left dot on the far side. Out to the near side for Dory. Dory chips one forward for Walsh. Walsh going to send one off the glass into the netting. It goes out of play as Mack fired that one in hard. And we get a whistle with 16:15 to go here in the third. Face off just outside the zone right in front of us. Mission completes the line change. It's Westlake, Burkhart, and Chang. Your blue liner is going to be Pan and Klein. Face off won by Burkhart, but picked off by St. Louis in front of Pan. Pan going to take her wide left, send it to the corner by the Blues. Klein fakes the slapper, ties it up, picks up the loose change, and moving it forward to Rosie. Rosie curling around, hits the brakes, and makes them all miss. And she goes DD to Pan. Pan right in front of us. Westlake looking for that breakout pass, kept in by St. Louis, chipped back down behind the net. Klein going in hard in the left wing corner. Klein fakes the pass D to D and moves it up the ice in front of the Mission benches. Sauces one towards Chang. Chang chips it back for Burkhart. Walking the line is Westlake. Burkhart goes down. Loose change collected by Iris. Iris trying to fire a shot, knuckling high. Just in the left wing circle it goes for Westlake. Zoe left hash marks here on the near side. Drops it for Pan. Pan going to send one over to the corner for Chang. Chang sends it to Westlake. Westlake one-timer. Head saved by the goaltender. Back up Burkhart. Back to Westlake. Fire a shot is Chang. Another save by the goaltender. And puck is still loose off to the far side for Klein. Klein's got Pan open high left point. Pan walks in the blue line. Top of the show. Sends it across for looked like Chang, broken up by the Blues. And Chang maintains control, trying to cycle it, throw the hander upwards. And St. Louis going to collect it. In front of center, going to send it in deep from left to right. And stopped by Stack behind the net. Pan curling around behind the net, left to right here on the near side. Cuts back down low as St. Louis sets up the forecheck. 2-3 on the forecheck for St. Louis. Chang looks to break it forward towards Westlake. Westlake picking the pocket up there. She's held on to it. No call on the hook. It's going to be Hodwell. Cut off by St. Louis, back in the hands of Westlake, who shoves it back down low. Pukala comes in hard. Podwell going to work in the left wing corner. Podwell sending it back into the corner for St. Louis, though, as Pukala was a half a little behind it. And down behind the net is St. Louis. Pukala comes in, forces her to go to the far side. Gorbatenko cut off that pass at the half wall. Pukala chips it back into the corner, and St. Louis rings it around here to the near side. Pinching in is going to be Rachel. She backs off and cuts off the pass. And Rachel fires one. Blocker saved by the goaltender. Pukala looking for the juicy rebound, but it went behind the net. O'Neill from the right point. O'Neill Clapper fires one, a little snapshot. Blocked by St. Louis, picked up by Podwell. Podwell sends it back over to O'Neill. O'Neill sends one forward, intercepted by St. Louis. Here they come the other way, trying to stretch pass up the ice. St. Louis across the blue line. Gorbatenko forced her to hit the brakes and curl back around, fires one in. Easily intercepted by Rachel. Rachel up off the glass, out towards Pukala. Bouncy puck past her, reaching hands. That's going to go down. That's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off to the right wing circle.
I know it's hard to braid.
Got a braiding hair clinic going on right here in front of us, folks. Face off back to the right wing circle. For the offensive zone for St. Louis to the left of Stack. Your lineup now is going to be Walsh along with Dory and McSweeney. It's McSweeney with the break. Left hash marks over the right side. Fires a shot. Head saved by the goaltender. Walsh on a double door. Back to Dory. Dory fires one. Puck is loose. Nobody knows where it is. And it's in somebody's up into the netting, it looks like they're saying. Nobody knew where it went. Thought it was in somebody's equipment there. So 13:42 to go here in the third. Shots are 36-8 in favor of Mission. Face-off moves to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for Gang Green. It's Dory in the slot, Walsh at center. McSweeney creeping in towards the hash marks now. Gorbatenko and O'Neill on the blue line. Face-off won by St. Louis, but cut off by Dory down behind the net. Walsh and McSweeney coming in. Walsh makes her way back in front of the crease now. McSweeney picks it out in the right wing corner. McSweeney hanging on to it. Mohawks around, sends it back for Dory. Off of Dory's stick, back in the hands of St. Louis. St. Louis swings it off here to the near side. Cut off by Rachel. Rachel battling it out with 2. Knock up in the air by St. Louis. A third blue jersey to fight for it. Coming in is McSweeney to push it back. Gorbatenko gets on the defensive side. It's sent over to Dory. Dory into the slot looking for McSweeney or O'Neill. O'Neill comes in, one hands it back into the right wing corner, and St. Louis going to regroup. On the far side, looking for the cross ice pass. Sauce-Style cut off by Gorbatenko. No icing. Rachel couldn't get her stick out of that number 22's jersey. It's picked up here by Dengler. Dengler's going to pass it off to Rachel here on the near side. And Rachel shells it forward to Iris. Iris sends it out past the defenseman of St. Louis. Puck is trickling, twirling around. That's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:49 to go here in the third. Face off to the left of Stack in the right wing circle here on the near side. As Mission is working from right to left on your TV screen from defensive to offense. Burkhardt at center. In the slot, it's going to go Grotzel along with Chang and Dengler. Firing a shot is going to be St. Louis. Wide right of the net, but it trickles off to the left wing side. Backhanded in by the defenseman. Grotzel comes in, firing shot just in front of Stack. Here to the near side for Chang. Chang trying to shove one out. She gets it out of the zone. And it's going to be Dengler in a foot race against St. Louis defenseman. Dengler giving chase, gets her stick tied up inside. Burkhardt comes in to push it into the left wing corner. And St. Louis jams it right up the boards. Cut off by Dengler once again. And kept in by Grotzel, who fires one wide left of the post. Puck slams out to the far side for Chang. Chang curling around in front of the top of the right circle. Holding on, puck protection left out, leave for the backhand. Center pass towards Dengler. Knocked away by St. Louis here on the near side with 12:12 to go. Grotzel fishing it out off the boards, throwing one towards the middle, but St. Louis kicks it forward out of the zone. Grotzel recovering, puts a stick at it, knocked it up in the air, and then slammed it down with her stick, and Dengler sends it in. That's going to be an icing as Dengler tossed it on the other side of center ice. That's an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 11:58 to go. Mission completes the line change. It's Gorbatenko, Podwell, and Pukala. Blue liners are Grotzel and Davis. Off of Grotzel's stick all the way to the far side for Camden. Camden sends them down behind the net for Grotzel. Grotzel behind the net of Stack, left to right. Try to get a snap pass off there, cut off by St. Louis. Grotzel going to work. Here comes Podwell for support as St. Louis had 3 below the goal line. And Davis fishes out the loose chain. It's Davis along with Gorbatenko and Pukala. Davis makes a move, sends it forward to Podwell. Podwell at center, Gorbatenko on her left. Lost off her stick for Davis. Davis chipped it forward to Grotzel. Grotzel left dot on the near side. Curling back around, escape style, drops it for Nicole. Nicole fires one off of Podwell on the goaltender and behind the net. Out to the far side, it trickles off for Davis. Davis down behind the goal line, sends it over to Podwell. A little saucer, a little hard over her stick. Out of the zone, here comes St. Louis, giving chase with Gorbatenko to knock it free for Pan. Pan over to Davis, and Davis back to Pan. Pan in a one-on-one, drops it for Davis now as she was supporting. Davis cross-ice pass for Gorbatenko, and Nicole shoving it forward just across the blue line now. Pukala headed towards the slot, kicked forward by Podwell, and picked off by St. Louis. Podwell put a shoulder right into that girl, a little shoulder on shoulder, nice play. Gorbatenko sends one forward, trying to get to the Podwell or Pukala in the slot. No go. Pukala giving chase, puts her in the wall. Pukala goes down, and the puck is down behind the net in the left wing corner, ringing around here to the near side. Nicole on the defensive side, it puts the puck up in the air, doesn't see where it is, finally one hands it. And coming in on the defensive side is going to be Walsh along with Pukala and Pan. 4 green jerseys on one side. Pukala fires a shot right into the goaltender's glove as she flashes the weather with 10:34 to go here in the third. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. And Mission completes the line change. It's McSweeney, Walsh, and Zoe Westlake up front. Westlake in the slot, McSweeney along the half wall. It's Pan and Klein on the blue line. Pan comes trucking in, send that down low for Walsh, or when Westlake's going to pick it up in the right wing corner. Westlake giving chase on the forecheck there as St. Louis cut it off. Klein fires one forward, blocked off a shin guard, and Klein took out number 18 there hard. No call on an interference. They're letting him play. McSweeney goes cross ice for Klein. Klein sauces back for Walsh. Off of Walsh's skate, and she chops it forward. Walsh throws it in the zone. Picked off by St. Louis. McSweeney coming in to force him to go up the ice. Westlake trapping. Chips it forward for Walsh in the right wing corner. Headed to the net is McSweeney in the slot along with Westlake. Walsh curls back around. Backhand centering pass. Looking to get the Westlake out of the zone. It's going to go past Klein and Stack. Here comes Stack all the way up. High top of the circle inside her own zone. Says it forward to Pan. Pan up the ice for Walsh. Walsh time taking it wide left. Hits the brakes. Comes back across, try to send one high in the slot. Off the stick of the St. Louis, picked up by Klein. Klein fakes the slapper, tries to knuckle one forward. Knocked down by St. Louis, pushing it out of the zone. Past Walsh, and Pan going to go trucking into the right wing corner. That's off. Going to be icing at 9. We're going to put 9:34 to go here in the third. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Shots are 37-8 in favor of Gang Green. Coach Aaron Squan's got Chang, Burkhart, and Dory out there right now. It's going to be Gorbatenko and O'Neill. O'Neill gets that one out, sends it over to Gorbatenko, off her stick in the hands of Dory. Dory in front of her own blue line, sends one up ice for Burkhart, try to touch one back towards Chang, intercepted by St. Louis. St. Louis fires a shot, gloved by Stack. And with 9:16 to go here in the period, we get an offensive zone face-off for St. Louis. To the left of Stack, in the right wing circle. Mission goes for a line change up front. It's Pukala, Podwell, and Gorbatenko. Blue liners are still going to be O'Neill and Gorbatenko. In the slot is going to be O'Neill, then Pukala and Gorbatenko. Firing a shot out the faceoff was the Blues. Back in the half hash marks. And Pukala from the offensive side fishing it out there. Here she comes, pushing up the ice in front of the Blues bench. Rings one around left to right. And Nicole's going to pick it up here on the boards. Nicole coming back down a little puck protection style. Sends it across to Pukala. Got Podwell in the slot. Gorbatenko high left point. And Nicole on the back door there looking for the shot. Nice read there by St. Louis as she covered at Nicole's shot. That was, and then Pukala just gets tripped up. Nicole sends one towards the middle, blocked by St. Louis, out towards O'Neill. Thrown away by St. Louis. And Rachel's going to pick it up cleanly at the left hash marks and curling around behind, left to right on a wheel. Here comes Rachel up the ice. A little bit of speed, makes a move towards center, cuts back to the outside, lost up her stick, pokes it near, kick forward by Nicole. Nicole across blue line, top of the right circle, Mohawks around, gets bited up the puck. St. Louis picks it up. And we're going to get Nicole's going to the box for tripping. At 8:26 to go here in the third period. Tripping is going to be your call at 8:26. So the Mission are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Chicago Mission. Parents.
We love you, Nicole.
Your penalty killers now are going to be Chang along with Mac Walsh. Blue liners are going to be Grotzel and Davis. Davis over to Chang. Chang slams one forward, trying to get over to Mac Walsh. It's Walsh in a one-on-one. Here comes Mac with a little puck protection to the inside, hits the brakes and curls around forehand. Hanging on to the puck as Walsh sends it out to the point for Grotzel. And Grotzel's going to pull it back. Goes DD to Davis, Mission regrouping. Davis sends it all the way back inside his own top of the right circle here on the near side for Grotzel. Grotzel goes cross ice for Davis once again, pulling it back behind her own net. St. Louis trying to set it up in a 2-1-2. Then sent forward by Davis. Over to Walsh. Walsh cross ice for Chang. Chang makes a move wide left, comes left hash marks, fires the backhand shot off the shoulder of the goaltender right wing corner. And Chang still on the back check here along with Walsh in front. Thrown away by St. Louis into the hands of Davis. Davis pulls it back, little saucer across for Grotzel. Grotzel up the ice here on the near side, hits the brakes and pulls it back for Chang. Chang in front of Stack. Sends it back here to the near side for Grotzel. Grotzel sends one forward to Walsh. Walsh up to Chang. Chang across the blue line now, left side. Makes the move in between her legs, curling back around to her forehand here on the near side. And Chang sends it out of the zone for Davis. 58 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Davis pulling it all the way back in the left wing corner inside her own zone. D-to-D pass for Grotzel. Grotzel goes back over to Davis, high off the stick of St. Louis. It's Dory along with Davis on that far side. Sent in the zone by St. Louis. Grotzel giving chase now to left wing corner. McSweeney covers the slot along with Dory. Davis comes in the left wing corner and gives Grotzel some support. And it's a 2-on-2 battle. Grotzel chips it back behind the net of Stack. Picked up by Davis, who goes inside and then outside. Dory fishing it out. Sends it up over to McSweeney. McSweeney off her skate rather. Back at center ice and pulls it back in the hands of Grotzel. 22 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Davis hangs on to it, back over to Grotzel. Grotzel somehow off the stick of St. Louis, back in the hands of McSweeney. McSweeney Mohawks around, sends it back over to Pan. Pan now at the blue line, sends one forward into the hands of St. Louis. McSweeney giving chase on the forecheck along with Dory. St. Louis now inside their own zone with 2 seconds to go on that PK. And we're even strength. 6:26 to go here in the contest. It's St. Louis in their own right corner now on the far side. Past McSweeney. Coming out is Gorbatenko. Gorbatenko blows a tire. She hits the wall. And puck trickles off in the right wing corner for St. Louis. Send it off here to the near side. Here comes Pan pinching in hard. Makes a move. Fakes the go ahead and pulls it back. Back in the hands of Klein. Klein to Pan. Pan up off the boards, trying to get over to Poldwell. Poldwell across the blue line. Chipped one forward, knocked away by St. Louis, trying to get it to Pukala. St. Louis chipped away by Gorbatenko and Pan. Pan back to Gorbatenko. And St. Louis picks up the loose chain. Inside the zone for Klein. Klein hits the brakes and dumps it back in front of the Mission benches. And it's knocked away by St. Louis. Pushed forward by Poldwell. Picked up by Pukala. It's Pukala and Gorbatenko. Pukala curling around forehand for the escape for Poldwell. Poldwell fires a shot. No rebound from the goaltender as Nicole was looking for the juicy rebound on the Devil's door, but didn't get it. And St. Louis goaltender earning her paycheck here. Shots are 39-9 with 5:40 to go. Lineup now, Dengler, Burkhart, Westlake up front. It's going to be O'Neill and Gorbatenko on the blue line from right to left. Face off by Burkhart into the slot, swatted away by St. Louis. Off to the far side, coming in as O'Neill with one hand, shoves it back inside the zone. And St. Louis regrouping down low. Here comes St. Louis up the near side. Fires a pass, but blocked by and intercepted by Burkhart. Burkhart coming all around to the far side, not from the Michigan source. St. Louis benches, pulls it inside the zone, shoves it forward with one hand. And Burkhart comes trucking in hard, gets over to Westlake. Westlake back to Burkhart. Puck trickles off in the left wing corner. Pinching in is going to be Gorbatenko. It's a 2-on-3 battle down low, along with Gorbatenko and Burkhart. Dengler covering D. Here comes Westlake trying to fish it out now. It's a 3-on-3, 50-50 battle. Won by Gorbatenko. Pushed forward by St. Louis. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes O'Neill. And St. Louis is going to the box. Roughing, it looks like, is going to be the call. That's St. Louis's second penalty of the contest. Number 6. Roughing is going to be the call at 4:57 here in the third. Michener headed to the one-man advantage. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's Hot Dogs in River Grove on River Road. Gene and Jude's. No seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit now. O'Neill, Pukala, and Chang. Blue liners are going to be Klein and Gorbatenko. Intercepted the pass from Stack was going to be St. Louis. Picked up by Gorbatenko, and now it's going to be a 3-on-3 with making way back in the zone is going to be St. Louis. Make it 4-on, and everybody catches back up here. Gorbo sends one to the slot for Pukala. Slides it across for Chang. Chang left wing corner now. Comes in left out, sends one out to Nicole. Nicole fires one off the post from Pukala. Pukala fires one, stick saved by the goaltender. Picked up by Chang with $1:30 to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Chang top left circle. Working it across, sauces it over to Gorbatenko. Gorbo sends one out to Pukala. Pukala couldn't quick handle it. Fires a shot blocked by the shin guards of St. Louis. Out of the zone for Klein. 4:13 to go and $1:15 on that Gene and Jude's power play. Up the ice for Pukala. Pukala walking it in. Top of the left circle. Now makes a move back towards the blue line for Klein. Klein to Pukala. Pukala walks it in. Fires a shot. Glove saved by the goaltender. She flashes the leather at 4 minutes exactly to go here in the third. And 1:03 to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Mission completes the line change. McSweeney, Walsh and Dory up front. Grotzel and Davis on the blue line. Walsh on a faceoff, won by St. Louis. Coming in hard is Mack to pick it back up. Mack curling around now, drops it for McSweeney. McSweeney out to the point for Grotzel. Grotzel goes cross ice for Davis. Davis, top of the right circle, trying to cross ice past McSweeney. McSweeney left hash, fires a shot. Blocked by the winger of St. Louis. Back in the hands of Davis. Davis, top of the right circle now. Setting it up with Grotzel. Grotzel sends it over to McSweeney. Left out, McSweeney over to Davis. Davis right that fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Swat rebound by Dory. No go. Saved by the goaltender. Back out to Davis as Dory kicked it back out. Over to Grotzel. High point. Grotzel to Davis. Top of the right circle. Walks in. Trying to get it over to McSweeney. Low on the back door. Puck is loose in the left wing corner for McSweeney. She makes a move around left dot. Sends it out to the point for Davis. Davis walks it in. Right dot. Try to sauce, no go, and fanned on it. Back in the hands, Camden pulling it back out to set it back up. Over to Grotzel. Grotzel back to McSweeney. McSweeney to Grotzel. Grotzel fires one low, tipped by Mac Walsh high up into the glass in the right wing corner. 10 seconds to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. McSweeney fires one. At the corner, McSweeney goal with the pass from Camden Davis on the power play. See if we catch the tail end of that. There it is. Davis fires one over McSweeney. McSweeney gathers and fires, and it's 4-0, folks. So Carla with her second goal of the contest on the power play, on the Gene and Jude's power play here in the third at 3:02. Your lineup now, Westlake, Burkhart, and Dangler up front. Your blue liners are going to be O'Neill and Gorbatenko. 3:02 to go in the contest. Face-off one for O'Neill in front of Mission Betches. She slams one forward over the stick of St. Louis. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:55 to go here in the third. Face-off making its way down to the left wing circle to the right of Stack. Mission stands pan on their lineup. Burkhart at center. Dangler and Westlake are your wingers. They're going to make their way to the slot. O'Neill makes her way down on the left wing corner, and Gorbatenko right on those hash marks, tying up the winger from St. Louis. And O'Neill makes her way over to the hash marks now on the face-off instead of the corner. O'Neill slams it as the face-off won by her. Slams up here to the near side for Westlake. Westlake chipping it out, kept in by St. Louis. Back in the hands of Zoe, who pops it out of the zone. Puck is loose and on edge. Dangler giving chase, but St. Louis cut it off. Out of the zone, nope, blocked by Dangler. And St. Louis sends it out in the neutral zone. Loose change collected by Burkhart. Burkhart drops up the ice for Gorbatenko. And Rachel didn't see it. St. Louis has to pull back and regroup. Westlake on the forecheck now, along with Burkhart. Pulling it back behind their own net is St. Louis. Trapping now is Westlake and Burkhart, drawing him in. Gorbatenko pinching in hard. St. Louis throws it back behind the net. 2:19 to go. Westlake giving chase now. Out towards Dangler. Dangler swings on it, chipped it free, and kicks it loose towards O'Neill. O'Neill in front of the Mission Benches now. Sends it across, off the stick of St. Louis, into the hands of Gorbatenko here on the near side. Rachel in front of Stack. Pushed off the puck by St. Louis. Gorbo gets rubbed off there. Loose change picked up by Pukala. Pukala shoving it forward now. Toss ice off of Westlake's stick inside the zone. Chang going to take it all the way left the corner. No icing as the puck rings around her. A little saucering up in the air. Past Pukala was cut off, picked up by Nicole. Nicole had her skates, can't get to it. Stood up by the St. Louis girl. Boy, that looked like a Bob Probert there, move there by Nicole. She just shoved her off with one hand, took that girl down. Pukala, spinorama, knocked the girl of St. Louis off it, and picked up by Ella. Ella chipped over to Nicole. Nicole trying to get over to O'Neill, blocked by St. Louis. Back in the hands of O'Neill, walked the blue line there and was in. Kept in for Chang. Chang tried to backhand it into the corner, into the hands of Pukala. Pukala comes on center, pass, blocked by St. Louis, looking for Nicole. Out to Rachel. Rachel sends one towards the net. High into the air, it goes out to the far side for O'Neill. O'Neill blows it tired into the wall she goes. Nicole in the right wing corner. 3 blue jerseys all over Nicole. Punched forward by O'Neill. She's got 2 in the slot. Take her pick now, Nicole. Coming around here to the near side looking for the Michigan. Lacrosse, Michigan, and sends it out to Rachel. Rachel over to O'Neill. O'Neill, top of the right circle. Fires one across for Nicole. Tip forward, but into the netting it goes. High over the glass. Out of play with just under 1 minute remaining. Shots are 44-9 in favor of the Green Machine. And there's 59.7 seconds to go in this contest. Mission goes for the line change. It's Dory, Podwell, and McSweeney up front. Pan and Klein on the blue line. Dory in the slot. McSweeney was on the far side. St. Louis controlling off the faceoff. Pinching in is going to be Pan here on the near side. Picked up by McSweeney at center ice. Sends it across ice for Dory. Dory in front of the St. Louis bench now. Carrying it in. Hits the brakes and she flies right by. Dory drops it back for Klein. Klein walks and fires. Saved by the goaltender into the right wing corner off her pads. Podwell coming in to pop it up in the air. St. Louis picks it up off the right post behind their own net. Tied up by Podwell and Dory fishing out the loose change. McSweeney setting up shop on the back door. Klein makes her way out to the high point along with Pan. Pan playing safe there. Now she comes back inside his zone. Firing a shot tipped by McSweeney was Dory. Centering pass from Podwell to Dory in the slot. St. Louis busted up that play. 20 seconds to go. Klein giving chase, knocked it free. Podwell on the offensive side of it. Cut off by McSweeney. Puck is trickling and bouncing on edge into the right wing corner. And collected by Klein. Klein fakes to the outside, picks the loose change. 9 seconds to go. Podwell sends it forward to Dory. Dory across center, try to get it to McSweeney in the slot. Right hash marks. Over to the corner for Klein. Klein sends it over to McSweeney. Puck is loose. And that sound is the end of the contest. Your final score here at Fond du Lac Blue Line Family Ice Center. The Chicago Mission 4 and the St. Louis Blues nothing. As we head over to none other than Rocky's recap. Missed you today, Rock. Hope you did well at your 4-on-4. As we head over here to Rocky's recap for the visiting St. Louis Blues, 2 penalties. Number 23 slashing in the first period at 7:01. And number 6 roughing in the third at 4:57. For the home team, Chicago Mission. Penalties by number 93 McKenna Walsh at 2:21 in the first period. And Nicole Gorbatenko tripping in the third at 8:26. Goals scored by McKenna Walsh at 16:20 in the first period, assisted by Carla McSweeney. At 6:47 in the second period, it was Carla McSweeney with the goal, assisted by Bella Grasso. At 4:30 in the second period, it was Ella Pucalla, not sure who had the assist. And in the third period, on the Gene and Jude's power play, Carla McSweeney with her second goal of the contest, assisted by Camden Davis at 3:02 in the third. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. as the 14U Chicago Mission girls take on the Madcaps in Game 2 for the Central District Championships. My name is Dominic Monaco. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching Monaco Hockey Live, and thank you to the 14U girls who joined me in the broadcast booth today. We will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of